One of the most fascinating elements of Guatemala are its textiles and the techniques used to make them. A huipil is a traditional hand-woven blouse crafted by and worn by Mayan women in Guatemala. Indigenous women in Guatemala are known for creating the most fascinating patterns and color combinations in each huipil, which make them one of a kind. Their entire wardrobe is woven by memory, and it's a prime example of the weaver's skills and passions. Once the color is ready, the weaver forms a ball of yarn through a process called devanadera. Next, she will arrange her yarn in the warping wood board called urdidora. The pegs on the wood board can be used for different panel lengths. Once done, the weaver will transfer the warp to sticks which form the backstrap loom. The selection of huipils are endless. Every indigenous region, town, and village in Guatemala can be identified by their unique wardrobe. Each hand-woven pattern belongs to a specific community and is woven on a traditional backstrap loom with great detail and cultural symbolism. The process of weaving a huipil is long and extensive. That can take up to 10 months depending on the weaver and her intricate design. Backstrap weaving by the Maya dates back more than 1,000 years. The backstrap loom is a device of simple design that has survived essentially unchanged from ancient times. Before the weaver puts on the warp or vertical threads, part of the loom appears to be just a pile of sticks. Young Mayan girls traditionally learn to weave around 8 years of age from older weavers of the household. Although a backstrap loom looks like a simple contraption, it can produce the most stunning textiles at the expert hands of a skilled and patient weaver. The backstrap loom is an essential element of the Maya household, not only because it produces the cloth that keeps the family warm, but because it connects them with the past and provides an outlet for artistic talents. The backstrap loom consists of a strap which wraps around the weaver's back, giving the loom its name, a series of bars which hold the yarn in place, a rope attached to a tree or a post to provide tension. The loom is portable, and many women prefer to weave outside, where the sun brings out the textile colors and the beauty of their surroundings. It is only after all these processes that the women can begin to weave with the traditional backstrap loom technique. Depending on the complexity of the design, it can take weeks and months to create just one piece. Weavers use their fingers to produce the many brocaded designs typical of their area. For many Maya women in Guatemala, weaving provides the only viable means of support. They do this in an effort to sustain themselves, their families, and their culture. For some, it is hard to believe that these wooden sticks and rods come together to help create the most stunning textiles. But as the skilled weaver sets them up with the warp threads, the stunning loom and design becomes apparent. The weaver assembles her own loom manually before beginning the weaving process. This includes tying each thread individually one by one to the horizontal wooden rods. Depending on what she's creating, either a huipil, a belt, or a skirt, there are hundreds of individual threads that have been perfectly counted and tied. Like a language, weaving skills normally begin as a child and develop throughout life. Now, as education becomes more accessible and the influences of the Western world more visible in rural Guatemala, fewer Mayan girls are interested in the art of backstrap weaving. There's something special about Guatemala. The colors, the warmth penetrate, the experience, the people, it all stays with you long after you've left. Weavers deserve respect for their complex creations and for teaching younger generations the value of their ancestral knowledge. Acknowledging the work put into each piece is the best way to honor the talented creators of Guatemalan textiles.